Hello guys, my name's Ryan, and today I will be showing you just the ins and outs of smithing, because I feel like a lot of people are not giving this this talent the credit it deserves, because endurance is, in my opinion, one of the best early game stats to possibly pick. Writing always increases whatever you're doing, and smithing is a great way to make money, pay for workshops. I have 2 workshops paying for everything. So let's go ahead and get right down to it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you where I'm at right now. My smithing is pretty good. It's at 200. I'm now able to make masterworks, and my learning rate's at about 6. You want to keep an idea of where your learning rate is, because like this guy was an actual smith. He started out at 60. Now he's at 150. You have a scholar, but his endurance is high, and I've been putting his focus points into learning rate. Please do not auto allocate your clan members, or you will not be able to do this properly. They'll just put their stats into like one-handed, two-handed, and you will miss out on being able to level them up fast. Now this man sadly has no endurance and has no smithing. I only keep him around because his cunning's high and he's able to go and become a good scout. The same with the prince. His endurance isn't that high, but he has 2 in focus. But his learning rate is pretty poo-poo. Pretty poo-poo caca. Let's go ahead and show you why in the first place I am recommending this. This is basically my little hub, Sibir. I love it because it has hardwood for sale. Sells it at a really cheap rate, so just go ahead and buy all that, right? Now I have that. And I have a lot of hardwood, and I've sold my swords, and now he's selling my swords back at 3 times the price. He gives me about 50. Gave me about 40-50,000 for this, and now he's selling it for about 170, 180, 180,000. Anyways, let me show you the proper method to level your character through smithing, as well as level all your other characters, and the best way to go about it. Now, Tulug is absolutely worthless. Not in a mean way of saying, but just because right now he can't get better at anything. So you can basically use him as your refine guy. Granted, I would rather use him because you get more refines from hardwood. 3 for 2 is better than 2 for 1. But anyways, we'll go back to Tulug. He's worthless, and he's not going to be helpful in this demonstration because he won't get better at any of this. So, right now we have this man who I've made really good at smelting, and every single item, throwing blades give you, 1 iron, 1 wrought iron, steel, fine steel. We need steel and fine steel. The most expensive things give you the best experience because they're more difficult to make. So we'll go ahead, max out our steel. And I will show you very quickly that two-handed is, well, I will show you what to do, but I'm going to say two-handed is what you want to go for. Not one-handed swords, not pole arms. Pole arms are really fucky right now. Or maybe two-handeds are a glitch and everyone else performs properly. I don't particularly know. But right now I can basically make this. I've noticed that you just want to maximize the difficulty of your weapon. So for me, I would, want to go with that. I want to go with that, what have you. But I can't make that right now. So we're going back to this long saber. I always go by your cut damage. The more cut damage you have, the better off you are. Especially with how difficult it is to figure out like what is the proper what's the proper move for building something. So we'll go with that for right now. Granted, this is more economical, but you know what, we can pay for this, we'll pay for this. So right now this is the sword I can make, and I'm gonna go ahead and make that. Boom. I have the masterwork perk, but it doesn't seem like it activated. Got 4 skill points. Not that great, but 4 skill points is pretty good for just building it once. Now this is the fun part. Let's go ahead and level someone else up. just because of how difficult that sword was, he gets a skill point from it. But look, we already still have our little recipe saved, so we'll go ahead and use him. He has stamina still. Go ahead and hit him with the sword. He gets himself 5 skill points. Cool. We'll go ahead and smelt. Now, just to keep in mind, when you smelt, you're going to have 1 less than you'll normally have. So, for instance, the sword costs 5 to make, and when you go and smelt it, you lose 1 steel. So then you're just going to have someone, like this boy right here, to make you a steel. And now you're back to what you would need, right? Anyways, before we go back, now his smithing level is a little bit below the difficulty level, so of course he wasn't going to get a lot. But now him, oh, this is a good discrepancy. So the game doesn't really like punish you for making something that's way above your pay grade. So we'll go ahead and make that. Only thing that punishes is makes the sword less. Oh, you got a little bit good right there. This might be a good level up. Yep, 12 skill points just from doing that. 79 to 91 off the cuff. That's how easy it can be, right? Let's say I don't want to, you know, he learns from just smelting. So we'll do that. He gets an extra skill point. We'll go back to him, and then you go ahead and make that one more time. Cool. 8 more skill points. You're now 99. Let's just be crazy and do it one more time. I got enough to make it one more. Go back. Shabam. 5 more skill points. He's now 104 in literally half a minute. It's all because once you max out your character, everyone underneath you can make the same weapon that you can, so they become that much better. And let's go ahead and we'll smelt one more time. And we'll go ahead and address the fact that, you know, now this sword that I want to make, I no longer can. So we'll go over to my boy, the prince, and we're going to need to make a couple steel. So we'll do that, and on top of that, we're going to need to make a couple more of these. Do 2 more steel, because he's going to essentially be the one we're leveling up. His learning was not as good as the scholars, so he doesn't level up as much. No big deal. But he will be able to smelt this. But before we do that, I want to show you something. So my main character, so this is the sword we're making. We can sell it for about 50,000. And that's the one that my companion made. It's not that bad, right? We're going to go ahead and smelt that. We don't need him to be the one who makes it. We want to be the one who makes it. Let's go back. I remember the parts. Long saber. Curved Imperial Guard. I picked this one because it looks cool. I don't really think it does much of anything. And I do use that, right? Now, I'm a little bit better at it. I needed to make one more hardwood. Cool. I got 2 tries off this. So we'll go ahead. Pretty good. Became a masterwork. Got 4 points from it. And I could probably do one more time, in which I will. Bam. Oh, went to the wrong one. Oh well. Get 1 hardwood. We'll refine that one more time. And you'll make it last time. So last time we were going to sell this for about 50,000. This is not he didn't get the extra bonuses onto the sword, sadly, but I got 4 skill points, even though I'm far above the ability to make this sword. So, got 4 skill points, and we can sell this for about 50,000. So, it doesn't really change much, but we were able to go and sell it for that much. Cool. Now he doesn't have enough to pay for it, but we get about 10,000. Now what I like to do is to check to see if there's anything that he's selling that's an upgrade. Obviously, you know, I can go and get armors and whatnot, but for this point, what I would recommend is you don't buy the swords that you've crafted. That's a waste of time. You go for weapons. Oh, I kind of need that bow. But anyways, let's not get off topic. You can go for throwing weapons. You can get a lot of them. You can smelt a lot of them for free materials. They don't cost a lot, and like these two, like all these fish harpoons. Pick those up. Oh, I'm gonna take more of those. I'll take this bow. I just want to kind of get till I'm not losing out on the money. Yeah, how's this shield compared to mine? It's better. It weighs a little bit more. Speed's a little bit less. It has a lot more health to it. It's supposed to be a bigger shield. We'll go ahead and put that on. See how that does. And let's go ahead and just buy some more swords. We'll get sides. We'll just go ahead and pick up all this. I like those. Cool. Now it's went down 6,000. So now instead of having to go back and farm looters, I'm able to just pick up materials just based off of what I've sold. And the reason why I say throwing weapons, because these tend to give you some pretty good little items. But anyways, I hope that explains everything. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll definitely double check the video. When you are leveling up your characters, please note that one character should be good at smithing, one should be a master at refining, one should be a master at smelting, and then the rest you probably want as refining, just so that you can spend your time and their stamina slowly building up to make, you know, masking steel, fine steel, and also to go and make you a lot of charcoal. Because right now I have tons of crude iron that I need to move on up, which is going to be the job of these three. But anyways, I hope that helped out, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.